evening. Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the January meeting of the Philipstown Conservation Board. I want to welcome Ned Rush, who is our liaison now, a new town council person. And I guess we should probably introduce ourselves to you. I'm Andy Galler, the chairperson.
Ray.
Oh, Lou Kingsley.
Tony Borders.
Bettina Utz.
And we're missing MJ Martin and Bob Repetto, who both are getting over the flu. So with that said, I'd like to have a motion to approve the December minutes. Okay, and do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, let's try to go through the easier things first. So the first thing I would like to go through is it's Laura and Matthew Green on 11 Country Lane. We did have a site visit that 3 of us were at, or 4 of us were at, and so was our natural resource officer, who's out sick today too. 2 people were out with actually 3 were out with the flu at that time. Our feeling is that this does not require a permit. Okay? You'll have to let us know what you would like in terms of what the board, Putnam County Department of Health requires.
Okay.
What we're seeing is that there is an existing septic system. There's that sort of bridge, and then we're assuming where the garden is the expansion field.
Yeah, based on that overlay, I do think the expansion field is in that dry ditch as well, so I'm
Okay.
probably gonna have to move that depending on what the Department of Health says, but.
Right.
Yeah.
What we would prefer, if possible, is that rather than, unless the Department of Health requires filling in that ditch, is to leave it, because it does act as a natural drainage.
Okay.
And if they feel that the expansion field is big enough, but they're cautious on how to get across it, then we would suggest planning a force main, which would be an underground connection.
Okay.
Sometimes they allow you to just have it on paper, and sometimes they want it actually done.
Okay.
It's not a big to do.
Okay.
All right, so do you need a memo from us at this point?
Yeah, just in case the Putnam Department of Health asks for clarification, I'll let them know what you guys decided, but in case they ask for, I'll say proof, that would be great.
Okay, so we'll put that together for you. Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good evening. Okay, again, trying to do things that are simpler. There was a planning board referral, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, Szypula on 4 Cliffside Court, that they want to construct we'll call it a natural pond pool. Most of us had looked at it, and after looking at a memo that unfortunately was distributed very late to us from Margaret, Max and I came to the conclusion that as long as the planning board and the town engineer agree, that going on the steep slopes perhaps makes more sense, because it's been cleared and it's at an angle, we'll say about like this, about 25 degrees, and it would require basically one wall to be built up to contain it.
Yeah, that's good.
So I think that's where we are with that right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So then I'm going to say, let's go on to the Hudson Highland Land Trust Snake Hill Road.
That's where we did the site visit in the rain that day.
Yes, yes.
want me to start?
Anytime you're ready.
Great. So Hudson Highlands Land Trust owns 74 acres of the former Garrison Golf Course, Humblebee Hollow. We've owned this since 2021 and have been working to restore this property to a more natural habitat. In 2023, we had a culvert fail due to the July storms. You'll see that this bridge here, this large culvert.
If you're gonna point over, you can take that
Okay.
microphone.
That's better. This is more my karaoke style anyway. So this larger opening, it's too much volume in high flow events, and washed out this old cart path here. So the culvert is underneath here, and you can see this is a close-up image of the washed out path. A lot of debris builds up. It's a flood concern. A lot of the area is already degraded due to the historical use of the land. It's a lot of mugwort in this area. We've got border privet, tree of heaven, a lot of not very pleasant invasives in that area. And then upstream a bit, we have two cement impoundments, concrete walls, one of which is pretty much completely failed, and this one does act as a full, this one acts as a full barrier to the stream. There's a small opening, but the stream has sort of curtailed around it. The proposed area, so we propose to remove the culvert and just open this up completely. And then both of these concrete walls here. So this proposed work includes the removal of a 48-inch culvert and two concrete walls in the stream channel, and then grading and the stabilization of the disturbed stream banks to return this area to a more natural habitat. We also, the proposed limit of disturbance is approximately 9,300 square feet, of which will be 950 square feet within the stream channel. And we plan to use sandbag cofferdams. You can see the red sort of circular. Oh. You probably, yeah, oh, sorry. Margaret's driving from afar. Oh, good. Yeah, we also have when technology fails. So we plan to use sandbag cofferdams upstream to isolate the work area, pump out the water. The water will be rediverted back into the stream outside of the cofferdam. But essentially a cofferdam will be placed before the 48-inch culvert and then after the two cement walls. So, and then you'll see there's silt fencing along the entire work area. So yeah, those are your two cement walls, and then the cofferdam again on the other side of the stream. And then the whole area will be blocked off by orange construction fencing to indicate the work area. We will limit construction vehicles on any natural areas. This is sort of a bit of a wet area, so we do plan to do this work in ideally the driest time possible. So, and during low flow periods, so likely summer, early fall. Yeah, and that's the extent of the plan. Are there any questions?
So essentially what we're doing is we're daylighting the stream.
Yes,
So it should be.
exactly.
And what type of right in the work area, I mean, it becomes a tough one because you're daylighting something, what type of erosion control is being put in place?
So we're gonna have silt fence running all along the bank of the stream on the side that we're gonna construct from, which is the north side. Once you put the cofferdams in, you're not gonna have any water going through, so there's no need to put anything within the stream bank. And basically, there'll be stockpile areas for like when you're gonna take the concrete out you're just gonna have to stockpile it until you take it off-site. So, and that's again, just silt fencing. So there's no steep slopes, there's no other kind of mitigation that you need to put in place.
And I'm assuming that you're hoping to be able to do this when there's almost no water flow. But
Yeah,
if not-
probably August or September.
Right, if not, I
Yeah.
assume that you're gonna use a siphon.
Maybe July.
Right,
Yeah.
a siphon to move water over and
Yeah, we
past.
pump it, yeah, we'll
Okay.
pump it in through a pipe from the high end to the low end.
Right. You have questions or comments from anybody? I mean, I think it's a simple project, and I think it's a
Yeah.
good remediation.
Will you close it down to public use while you're working on it?
Yeah, that section. It's a 9-acre parcel, and it's, I mean, there is a small loop there, so it will likely have to close. I mean, it's kind of at the far end, so if we can keep the meadow open to, 'cause that's where most people do their loop, we will try to, but it'll likely be closed down.
Anybody else?
And how do you access the site?
Yep, so there's a few access points. So this goes along Snake Hill Road. There's a parking area right across the street from the culvert. That's actually one of like the crossing points. People sometimes can park across the street it's the Shakespeare property that people park at. And then there's also on the further and the northern end, there's another parking area, small parking area, but
The construction vehicles would come in through,
there's a gate right above the culvert. Yep, so they can access pretty much immediately right there.
3 years ago, when we did soil remediation adjacent to this site, we were able to bring in construction vehicles at that gate.
okay.
Yeah, they can come in right here.
Yeah.
Any other comments or questions? If that's the case, I would love to have a motion to approve.
Make that motion to approve?
Second? All in favor? Okay,
Thank you.
we'll get a permit put together for you. Thank you. Jason, you're next, if I'm pronouncing it right. Griesshammer and Sokol.
Griesshammer and Sokol.
Okay, not even close. This is a planning board referral, and I was trying to look at the site on my own on Sunday. Is it right off of 9D where there's a Realtor? Okay.
No, it's, you gotta go down the road. It loops to the back, and then it goes off to the right.
Is that road, though?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
So I probably was looking at it,
okay.
so, but
And
anyway.
you can actually see it from, you could see the site as you, I mean, you don't know what you're looking at, because you're just seeing, but that is, you can see the site from, as soon as you drive in. It's over the first lot.
Nothing is staked right now.
No, we just staked everything for the, so.
This before,
so
after Sunday.
So today, we staked everything today for
Okay.
the meeting on Sunday, so, everything is staked now.
Right. Yeah, so this is a referral due to both steep slopes, and I believe there is a wetland watercourse nearby.
Yeah, there's steep slopes on the site, and there are water courses on the site. We're not disturbing any of the regulated steep terrain areas, and we are the Max flagged the wetlands back in 2001, but everything that we're doing is, we don't need a permit for anything, so, I believe you should all have received, Ron Gaynor's and Steve's memo on that. For the,
We have not received it.
okay.
So, we'll get that forwarded to us, but why don't you present what's,
Yeah, I'm trying to get this,
I'd have to refresh, I'm not sure.
oh, here we go. Okay.
so how far back on the existing road right-of-way?
It's not
is it?
far. It's, well, you see, so you drive in like right here. This is Route 9, like right around here. Oh, here, I got the, let me bring up the, I'll bring up this is gonna be better. So here's Route 9. This is just north of Mandalay Drive.
Right. Right,
Like, it's like maybe 3/4 of a mile south of Kings Dock Road.
right, but there was a Realtor sign sitting up
Oh,
there, I
yeah.
think it's
Yep.
Upstate Curious.
Yep, I think because this lot here, I think that was for this lot here, is for sale. So this is the road. There's a little gate here, and we just got the DOT letter approving this entrance for this, so we got that too. But the road goes down here, and it loops around to the south, and then our lot is here. I just did this to show Ron that the existing road is 14% or less. So I put this together for that. And then here's the lot. Here's the road. And then here's the lot. There's a stream. A lot of these streams were made. All this was redirected, and so all this came about. There's a little water course here. All that was made during the construction of this road, and the drainage was put in, and so over the past 30 years, that's what you got.
Yeah,
You
no,
know.
what I saw was,
Yeah, I mean, there's a big culvert here.
yeah.
There's
I
a
mean,
big culvert here. There's a culvert here. There's a culvert over here. So all those culverts were installed for this subdivision, and drainage was rerouted, and everything was done in accordance with the approved subdivision plat
Right, at the time.
at the time. So, we got you'll see, I mean, this is a natural spot to come off for the driveway. We have, this is pretty gentle in here, and then this is gonna come around to a garage under, 1 floor lower than all of this. And then this house has a few different levels, just in order to kind of go with the different levels of I mean, the idea is to minimize any, we don't have any grading around, the foundation reveal kind of varies as they go around, as it goes around the house. So there's really no grading around the house. So there's this is one level, this kind of is the highest level, and then it comes down here, and then here's the detached garage.
The first I heard about this is existing or this is proposed?
No, this is proposed.
So there's nothing there now?
Well, this road and drainage is all in here, so this is all in here. So everything on the site is new.
There's no structure there at all? now?
Nope.
Nothing?
No, there's nothing there.
All right, thank you.
Now, here's the septic area. You can kind of see, this is the buffer here. We kind of got everything sandwiched in, the highest point of the property outside of all the 100-foot buffers.
So is the driveway staked as well as where the,
Correct, yeah. Every
Structure.
25 feet, I believe.
right, and where the structure, the outline of the structure?
Yep, and the septic, and the
septic.
corners of the septic and the well. I can give you a little map with that too. Jen made a map of all the points that were staked.
Yeah.
I can forward that to Cheryl.
Yeah, that would
And
be
I'll also
great.
give you forward you the memo from Ron and Steve, where they confirm that it is exempt as it predates the wetlands ordinance. the approval of these improvements predates the wetlands ordinance.
That doesn't make sense, because you're talking 40-plus years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not,
it's
I'll have to speak to the town attorney.
activities that have planning board approval prior to the date of the wetlands ordinance it's specifically exempt in the wetlands ordinance.
Right, but the wetland ordinance is 40-plus years old. And I'm not sure
Well,
this.
it's 91.
Oh, it's older than 91. It's older than that, I'm sure of. It's older than 91. Because I've been on this board since 92 or 93.
you'll have
But
to-
I think this is all doable, but I don't think it's exempt, so to speak.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think we're just going into different nomenclature, but I don't think it's exempt.
I mean, Steve Gabba, the
Right.
town attorney, reviewed it, and,
So we'll check with him. That's
okay.
all. So, and I think the biggest trick here is just getting a house and a septic system within steep slopes, which on paper, it looks like you've done,
Yeah. Yeah.
so. So there is a site visit with the planning board on this Sunday at 9:30?
9:30.
Yeah, those of you that can go, please do. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to, so I'll look at it before or after. Yeah.
Where exactly is the site? You just talked about it, but how do I find the site? Best, is
can-
it off of 9D anywhere, or? Okay,
Yeah.
and it's clear where, yeah, okay.
If you do, they haven't named the road yet, but if you type in 529 Route 9D,
Okay.
it'll come up and you'll see the,
The private, the gate.
you'll see two steel, you'll see a little gate with a chain across it and the sign for the, if you get to Mandalay Drive, you went too far. It's just north of. Actually, you know what? It's just north of the Garrison Inn. Is on the other side of the road.
It's on the east side of the road.
Yes, it's on the
Yeah,
east side of the road.
this is on the east side of the road.
East side of the road.
Garrison
Going
is.
up
Yeah.
It goes up then.
Oh yeah, this goes all the way up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not near Long and Winding Road, is it?
It's south.
It's
South of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the existing road that goes in by Garrison stands as flat as a pancake. Muddy but flat.
Yeah.
So, and there's a sign, the Realtor is Upstate Curious. It's a big white sign. It's pretty easy to see.
Yeah, there is an existing curb cut here.
Okay.
So I'll be there on Sunday. So
Great.
are you gonna go? So you planning on going with the planning? You want to be
I'm
there?
not sure
Okay.
I'm gonna be able to go on
Okay.
Sunday, so I'll either go before or after, and as long as I know what's staked,
Yeah,
I know what to look
everything's
at.
staked now.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure that tomorrow morning I send Cheryl a map, so
Yeah, that would be great.
it shows the staking. where
Yeah,
the-
because I had stopped by Sunday on my way back
Yeah.
over the bridge, and I knew where I was going, but I couldn't quite place where this was, even though I had map in hand,
Yeah.
so. Great.
Okay,
Yep.
all right, thanks a lot.
Have a good evening.
You too, thank you.
Okay, next is, am I pronouncing it right? Angel Vivar? Yes. So we have a violation, which is essentially that Phil has been brought in. The location is the southern portion of Old Albany Post Road, probably a little less than a half-mile in from Sprout Brook. It's at the northwestern corner of where the Upland Drive, which is a private road, intersects. Okay? The tributary to Sprout Brook runs through there. That's the area that houses below, going back now about 15 years ago. Their driveways were washed out due to a tremendous storm, I think in 2011, right? Yeah, that would make sense,
The guy that
2011.
Tried to build the pond.
Right, and
fill that.
I don't know if you're the property owner, right, not the renter. So I didn't look at a property map. I'm not sure you own, I don't know if I could call that a pond, whether all that is yours or not, or that's a separate parcel.
The wetland, like on the right side?
It would be, your house is there, so it would be to the north north and to the west of your house.
Like behind the house and then the opposite side of the upland drive, yeah.
Right.
No, that's not ours.
Okay, that's not-
And, I piled up some dirt in there, but it's not there anymore. I was just trying to even it up our yard.
Right.
So it's not blocking the water, nothing.
Right, but this requires a wetland permit to do anything like that.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I'm handicapped a little bit tonight because my natural resource officer, Max Garfinkel, is not here tonight because he will need to go out and look at this and basically let us know what type of remediation might need to be done, and just work from there. Okay, with violations, we try not to be punitive. We would rather have a resolution that works for both the homeowner and for the town itself to protect the wetland resources. So, that's where we stand. I think that there is some concern that it looked like you were building a parking lot, a small parking area, if you will.
It was there already. There was kind of gravel, it's gravel in there. It was like
Right,
that. So we only been there like 2 years, so it was piles of garbage. I still cleaning that area. I still have an old boat and a few other things. Like I keep cleaning, so I was trying to put some dirt in there and put some grass in there for my kids. That's all.
The dirt, so the dirt was piled in there because we couldn't put it in the front. The truck was gonna be in the front, so they couldn't put it in the front because we put plants there by the time they brought the dirt in. So the dirt was piled in there for like momentarily. It wasn't gonna be left there, so we moved out of there because we brought the dirt not specific to fill it up where whatever it was there from the back past, we just kind of dump it in there, but our purpose wasn't to fill it up. That's what I was reading the violation. They said we were gonna fill it. We know that we cannot fill it up so we were gonna move. We just didn't have enough time by the time they called us, but we moved the dirt that was piled in there because as the guy saw it, it was just dump it in there. The truck came in, dump it, and left it there. We didn't even move the dirt.
Where did the dirt come from?
Well,
Where did it come from?
the dirt,
My friend was doing something on somewhere, and he brought it for me. So we
it's a construction company. They were building from the area. They were building, so they were doing excavation. So he says, do you want some dirt? And we were gonna see behind the house right there, we were just gonna even it out a little bit, but it's like right there. We put by the house, close to the house. We were gonna do like a little, like it was all uneven like that, so we just wanted to do a little, like more like even, so my kids can play in the back, in the backyard where I guess it's not that far from the house. So our plan was always to bring the dirt, and we did it. We took the dirt and we put it back. We put it where we were planned to do it. So they can go and see we already moved. We never put it, or we never filled up that space that the water flows to. It only flows when it's probably big storms, like when they fill it up, what is it called? I forgot what is it called, the wetland, whatever, the lake, whatever it's called. So when that little pond with the rain floats, it kind of goes there. So we know the water goes there, so what are we gonna touch for? We don't want our home to be floated either, you know, the purpose, the dirt in there wasn't really to live there.
I have some pictures.
How much soil are we talking about?
Yeah, he took some pictures of the property.
Yeah, that's a great question. Do you know how much fill was brought in? Actually, before I even ask that question, normally, the project that you did would have required a wetland permit and not a minor permit. And, you know, what our concerns are is wetlands, watercourses, ponds. What's by you, I'm almost going to call a water hold because it was artificially created probably about 30 years ago, is that essentially we want to have proper erosion controls, not only during construction, because what you are doing is a form of construction, but also to make sure it's stabilized afterwards. We're also concerned about drainage in the sense that whatever you put in doesn't necessarily flow into the pond, and more importantly, the water course, that stream that goes into Sprout Brook, that goes south from you. And third, we're always very vigilant on what type of fill is brought in. We want to make sure it's not contaminated. We want to make sure that it, something has sometimes a certain amount of plasticity, clay in it, so it stays in place. Yeah, doesn't have construction rubble in it, or any other contaminants, as well as, this is harder to do, but to try to ensure it's not bringing in invasive species. So essentially at this point, we have contact information from you vis-a-vis phone numbers and email, not just mail at this point.
Well, and then other concern is, we were there the day that they left the paper in the mailbox.
Right.
Nobody really, we were sitting with my son there, nobody really knocked the door or anything. That's how we, you know, we missed other times because they always left, because I'm there a lot, and they just left, they never came in, and they just left in the mailbox, you know. I didn't know I had to be waiting for them, you know. So that if you have another date for me, maybe it would be better to email, because I don't know if they don't want to come in to leave me any notice. Because we, you know, we were like, we went to get the mail at like around 3, and then I found this paper. I'm like, I was here all day, so they never came in. So I was like, oh, and then I didn't know what paper was that. Then you finally emailed the letter saying that we have this court.
Cheryl, this is normally delivered by the building department?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, rather than, so the next step right now is basically is to cease doing anything yet at this moment?
Well, at this moment, it wasn't really a lot. It was too little, I won't say little, but like medium trucks. It wasn't really,
But do we know how much in cubic yards or tonnage?
I'm not sure that.
I mean,
Yeah.
we would like to know
Yeah.
that. But the next step is don't do anything yet. And we will arrange, I will get Max Garfinkel, who's our natural resource officer, who's unfortunately not here tonight, to go and take a look and decide what should be done at this point. You know, as I said, right now, you know, this is not to be punitive, it's really to how do we make sure that this is stable, there's nothing there that shouldn't be there, and to protect the watercourse and wetland.
No, any idea when it's gonna be that, because we wanted to be home more. We need to be home?
No, but ideally, at this point in time, it would actually be very good. It sounds like you happen to know more about it, what was done, or if one or both of you could be there.
yeah.
Yeah, we would like to be
Yeah.
there when,
Yeah, so
Whoever comes.
I'll have that arranged, you know.
But the other thing I would like to add to all of this is gravel was already there we didn't do the gravel. Like he says, we're trying to clean up. We had taken out 2 trucks of, oh, guys, if you were like checking really the property. The property was a mess. I know we've got a bank-owned property, but the property was dumped with a lot of old car parts.
I have pictures of that, maybe?
We didn't know we were have this problem.
No,
Otherwise-
I just said maybe.
Yeah, so we were like, anyway, we bought it, so we bought whatever was there. We still have the,
Well, there's still like metal
Yeah,
things
there's still-
like on the wetland.
Yeah,
and it's
all the-
like on the edge of the property.
Boat that's sitting
yeah,
there.
that's
I
not,
mean,
that's
we're,
not
we,
yeah.
we're
There
not
A lot
on-
of stuff that wasn't dumped there
Right.
for years. We don't know how long it was there, but we know we didn't know how much problem we had in there when we start cleaning. We found a lot of car parts and oil, like burn oil, because I guess the other guy used to like change cars, whatever, change oil. So, but everything I mean, we cleaned most of it, so it seems cleaner, but the gravel, it was already there, so we don't know why nobody checked in there.
So my suggestion is we have Max look at it, and if he feels we're at the point where it's gonna become, more than a minor permit, then we'll all have to take a visit to it.
How long have you owned the property?
It's gonna be this May 3 years.
2 years?
Three.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you coming in, and there is a resolution to this that hopefully will not be painful for anybody.
Would you let us know though the
Yes,
date?
yes, we will.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no,
Thank
we'll,
you.
yeah. Max will be in touch with you,
Okay,
and he'll be the
thank you,
first
thank
point.
you.
Thank you. Do we have is there any other business anybody would like to bring up? I believe I forwarded to everybody, State Parks has accepted their own environmental impact statement for the Hudson Fjord Trail. I do know the town has engaged Steve Marino to look at it. We might be asked to look at it. The big problem right now is the document is sprawling. It grew from 700 pages and about another 300 of appendices to several thousand pages.
And it's
Not,
confusing.
yeah, not easily indexed.
No reason for that. Could be done in 50 words,
So,
maybe 75.
so
Just-
if extensions are giving on comments, we might be asked by the town board to revisit it once more.
Let's
So-
do that.
So that's where we are
Yeah.
with it right now,
We will revisit.
so.
Okay.
Okay, with that, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting? Second? All in favor? Aye. Thank you, everybody.